Alright, it's like 9 in the morning for me right now. I just woke up. And I got a lot of videos, ideas going on that I just wanted to kind of just make and put on camera. I was going through some old stream clips and chopping them up, putting them on my stream channel and stuff. And it just got me really thinking and just inspired this video is, I kind of like these videos too because I kind of was doing this subconsciously without even really realizing it. But now I kind of know my own path and my content lane because at first I was always stricken between making vlogs, gaming, and just making content as a whole, right? So I started out as a Fortnite YouTuber, which had to associate with gaming, but it was never because of the Fortnite itself. I started as like a progression channel. Like I was showing the progression of my journey in Fortnite. It wasn't like montages or nothing. I tried to move to that later on when I thought I was good enough. I really wasn't. I had to let that go, bro. Fortnite's not for me, bro. A friend of mine sent me a TikTok, which is off topic, of like when you played your first Fortnite tournament and seen that it's not built for anybody, just anyone. Yeah, bro. You'd be surprised how good at a video game people can become. It's crazy. But yeah, like it just really showed me that like the progression of it was really what was I enjoyed about it. So once I got out of Fortnite and just moved to something else, which was actual content, like IRL content, I couldn't figure out what to do. So for the longest, I was just posting anything, just trying to find my lane, and I just did that for like a while until I came across streaming, and then I kind of just stuck to streaming because it felt like with streaming I could do a little bit of everything and still have fun. But just now, earlier this morning, when I was going through all my clips and stuff, I realized I am a progression channel. But instead of looking at it from the perspective of Fortnite and gaming, it's now a life progression. There's a lot of YouTubers who they start out really early, and you can go back and see all their old videos and what they used to do and everything, and whether it's vlogs or whether it is gaming, and they have like older videos that you can see, it's some type of progression that gets them towards where they're going, and you can see the progression as they get better. I don't think I have a necessary like a I don't necessarily think I have like a exact formula, right? I don't think my channel has a formula. It's just more of like just a random dude on the net just making stuff, honestly. And I kind of like it because it lets me see and treat YouTube like a time capsule. I don't necessarily need to have a like a projected growth or projected anything. It's kind of just like what I do is here, and I can always go back and look at it if I want to. And I kind of like that. It kind of just makes me feel more like I can always see how I used to think or what happened or how my life used to be, and it's kind of like a memory book in a way. And that's not to mean the content won't ever progress or get better, because I do want to elevate it eventually and like start branching out and doing other different things. But I learned to not take it so serious to the point where I feel like I have to be perfectly making this. And I learned it's just I can use it as progression. As long as I'm getting better at something every year or something improves, that's really all that matters. So I don't have to have it all planned out. I don't have to have everything scripted perfectly. Like, and I'm just using it as more of like a window to my older self. I don't really go back from time to time and watch my first ever videos, but when I do, it's always a good feeling to see the progression. Like, oh, that looks a lot better. Thumbnail designs, whatever case may be. Confidence, that's a big one. Wasn't always confident on camera or in making videos. It was never always knowing how to talk, was stuttering, not knowing what to say, trying to figure out like how to get rid of my awkwardness. There's a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of cons that I don't really pick up on it, and as much as I do now in any of my newer videos that I post, it just feels more relaxed. And of course, everyone knows I got the cringy ones out there too, the ones I wish I never made, the ones I look back like, bro, I was tripping. Like, I got a whole bunch of those videos, but I'm not ashamed of them, and I keep them up because it allows me to remember that part of myself. I'm not trying to hide all the ugly parts of myself and only show the highlights because that's not realistic. So I go back, I can see this, and it's funny because there's so many times I've made videos, my mindset has shifted, and I see I contradicted myself, and it's just like, oh, well, I thought this way back then, now I think this way. Well, why did I think this way? I can go back and look and watch the video, and everything makes more sense, and it just gives me a more all around view of who I am and the progression I've made as a person versus just never really knowing who I am. I can always reflect and remember parts of myself that get forgotten. I used to record my life all the time, but like You know, people who aren't YouTubers or people who don't do content or social media, you know, they do the same thing in their day-to-day lives with this. And I used to as well until I stopped. I stopped using this. I stopped using Snapchat. I stopped using Instagram. I have it. I posted on there for the first time yesterday, and no exaggeration. I said no cap. Like 5 years. I posted for the first time in 5 years, bro. And it showed me. And the minute I posted, I noticed that, like, you know, I get a couple Instagram likes on my story and stuff. And I'm like, huh. And then I kept constantly checking my phone, like, oh, what's the next like? And it showed me that it brought me back to that feeling of like desperation of constantly checking your phone, seeing what's happening. And I never really liked that. That's why I stopped in the first place using social media. But you can have that feeling. Well, at least I'm using it on YouTube, right? If I want to see something, or if I want to see how I used to be, you know, just hit the YouTube, go to my channel, see what's changed. Because, you know, I have a whole bunch of baby pictures and stuff that my parents took when I was younger. But after you get older, that kind of stops, and it's up to you to document your own life now. You know what I mean? So, like, all those Snapchat memories, Instagram stories that people taken, they can go back and look through those, like, oh, yeah, I remember this. Oops, my fault. They can go back and be like, oh, yeah, man, I remember this. There's one point in time when I would just take snaps and then save it and then not even post it. And then that month you get to your little snap month recap or whatever. And you can just see all the stuff that you literally forgot that you did this. But because it's on camera, you can go back and look at it, and it brings back the actual memory. There's been little things, like little things that I knew was insignificant. Like, oh, this day I'm sitting outside eating McDonald's, watching the sunrise. Like something that's not really pointless, but something that you don't care to remember 4 months from now. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like in the snap, and I'd be like, oh, I remember that, and it was cool to just see that. So I kind of want to use YouTube as that, but in a more healthier way. That's not always like on my phone directly, like, you know what I mean? Just, you know, come to my YouTube channel, see what I used to be like. And I do want to get back into vlogging eventually. That's why I'm happy I named this channel the IRL channel, because for now it's for videos. But that's not to say that I won't ever go back to vlogging or just make different style content on this channel. But for now, it's just seeing the progression, and the progression of the channel has to do with that as well. Which is why I'm so sad and upset at myself for deleting all my old videos. I used to have so many other videos on here. This channel has seen everything, bro. This channel has, I did gaming, like I told y'all before, Fortnite gaming. I did horror video reactions. There's so many stuff I deleted that is just never seen the light of day again. And that's part of the progression that I can't see. So from now on, anything that's posted on here will stay up, most likely. And I'll always be able to go back and look at it. But the overall objective and mission of this channel from now on will probably just be like my life's progression, honestly. It's like my own little documentary. I'm not trying to be perfect, so there will be good and bad. There will be up and downs that will be seen throughout this channel and everything else. But that's really just the main takeaway, is that, like, there doesn't have to be some out-defying, crazy, like, anything. Like, it's a channel on YouTube that is just a channel. Like, it doesn't have to be taken so seriously. So that's pretty much it. I just want to come here and talk that real quick. It was on my mind while I was editing. And yeah, I just thought it was cool to know that I kind of got my own little documentary I can just go back and watch when I'm like 80, 70, who knows. But yeah, if you made it this far, I appreciate you guys. I go live on Twitch if you want to follow me there. I just be doing gaps and reaction videos and game and stuff like that. Like I said, we want to get into IRLs, but, you know, we're not there yet. But hopefully one day. So that's pretty much it. Made it this far. Stay safe, stay blessed, keep guiding you guys' lives. I'll catch you guys next upload.